In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a screen capture PowerPoint style video that you could use for your own products or you could use in your marketing. For this example, we're going to use OpenOffice Impress only because it's not as well known and it is a completely free solution, so it fits very well in the system. So you're going to just open up your OpenOffice Impress, and the first thing you're going to choose is, do you want to go from a template or do you want to go with an empty presentation style? So we're just going to choose empty presentation style. So we're just going to go with empty presentation style. And you could choose your background. So you could decide, what kind of background you want to go with. You could go with the original, and it'll actually show you like a preview as far as what it's going to end up looking like if you decide to go with any of these background options. So if we come down here, so white, blue, and lightnings, you can get an idea as to what it's going to end up looking like. Red noise shapes, and you can see over here on the right hand side it kind of changes. So let's just go with original because that's just going to be more plain, and we could just go with presentation style, but we'll just stick with presentation backgrounds and original, and we're going to go on next here. The next thing to choose is your slide transition. I do recommend a little bit of slide transition. It does kind of engage people. So let's just go with wheel clockwise with two spokes. And let's go with fast so it kind of rotates quickly between slides. And then default, just keep that as it is at default. And then click on create. So once you land on OpenOffice, it looks very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. But what you want to see here on the right hand side, there are layouts for your slides. So let's just choose this option for our introduction slide. And we're going to be talking about natural acne cures. Natural acne cures. And let's bold this font here. Let's make it bold. And let's also make it a little bit bigger so it really jumps out at people. And then we could add some shadowing up here. So very similar to using, again, Microsoft Office products. It's very easy to work with them. So let's go here, right click, and let's just choose new slide. And under layouts, we want to create a slide that looks like this. So now we can add in, our own content. So let's just type in, natural acne cures. And let's click here to start adding our text. So we could come over here, we'll make it, right justified, and we can start typing in our content there. And you could choose over here where you want to align the text. Do you want to align it, up near the top, which is what I recommend, vertically, like in the center, or do you want to align the text near the bottom? So we want to align that text at the top here, and we can just start typing in our content here. Okay, so let's get our font over here to the left. So it's going to jump out, so it's going to be on the left hand side. And then we're going to choose format, bullets and numbering. And you want to select which kind of bullet points you want to use. So we use these larger circles, and go ahead and click OK. And now we can type in our content. So acne is not fun to suffer with. People want to find natural solutions. You can wash your face. This ... And so that kind of gives you the idea, as to how to generate the bullet points. Each time you hit enter, it's going to generate a new bullet point. And again, you would put your researched content out there. You can also come in here, hit shift and enter. Shift and enter, and that's going to give you a little better spacing between each one of those bullet points. And then you could also highlight your content there and go over here to the right hand side and choose custom animation and click on add, and you could just check on box, and it would bring up, like the different options that would come up for your content there. So let's come here and highlight that again. And what you can choose here is just highlight each individual one and choose on click. And then go ahead and that will save that automatically. So you notice there's a little option there that's going to show up that you added your content. So really the key here is you're just going through here and you're just putting in your content. Now one other thing that I do recommend you do here is that you do insert a text box of some sort, or you do insert some information below the content here that's going to let people know what your website link is. So I would either put it on this home page here, unless this is a product that you're creating. So www.yourdomain.com, that would go right here. So www.yourdomain.com, and you could play with that font. You can highlight that, make it a little bit smaller so it's not as big, and that's where you could put your domain, is at the introduction slide. You could also put your URL at the very bottom of the slides here when you're done, going through your bullet points here. Just hit shift all the way to the bottom, center that, www.yourdomain.com, or your free website link would go there. And that way, as your video is being recorded, people always see your website URL, and they may end up going to it from your YouTube videos. So when you're ready to do a new slide, you could just go new slide, or if you want to keep all the same formatting options, you could also just come, right over here and copy that and paste in the new slide there. So just highlight it, copy it, come in here and paste it, and that's going to create another new slide. So then all you have to do is come through here and add in the filler content to kind of give it some spice and sizzle and good content, because that's really what it boils down to. You don't need to worry so much about having fancy backgrounds and things of that nature. But then you can come up here to slideshow, and you can actually watch how the slideshow looks, how the transitions are, and how everything comes together. So you can get an idea there. But that's how you can go through and use OpenOffice Impress. So it's a really neat program, and once we're done here, then it's time to go out there and actually record your video, which we will cover that in the very next step. But you want to get familiar with OpenOffice Impress. If you are using Microsoft Office, it's a very similar process as well. Here's another part of OpenOffice Impress that I love that you also can do in Microsoft Office, is you can just go here to File, Save As, when you're done with your changes, and you could actually save it as like a PDF option. So you could save it as Microsoft Office. So in Microsoft Office, you can save it as a PowerPoint file or as a PDF. Here you actually can just click on export directly as a PDF, and that will actually export your entire PowerPoint as a PDF. And so that means if you wanted to give your PowerPoint slide as a bonus to your product, you could do that. You could also export it as a PDF and upload your PowerPoint to document sharing websites. So lots of possibilities there, but this is how you get started creating a PowerPoint style video, and we're going to show you the recording process next.